Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mike, Gary, Dan. It's a God thing. Today's video was pushed on to me by Gary, of all people. Yeah, he wants everyone to. I'm going to tell him he's running the show today. Everything. I'll let him think that anyway. He wrote stuff down here on pieces of paper. He marked them all up here, nice number 1, 2, 3. What? This is like, okay, we'll figure this out. Anyway, so here we go. Gary has number. What do you have? What is Gary's fake story on how we got hurt? What? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that part. Sorry, Gary. Okay, well, most people, a lot of people probably don't know. I actually had a bit of a slight accident a week ago or so. Anyway, so I have to. You really want me to? Okay, so, so the deal is we were out street preaching with the electric guitar, because Gary's awesome at it. Gary was really gung ho about trying to, spread the word, and we came across a biker gang, okay, and Gary, they were not friendly. I'm sure they weren't. They were really not friendly. He wants me to stress. Big, tough guys. That's probably how this happened, I suppose, right? That's when I did not hit anybody. Anyway, so Gary was playing some amazing music to get their attention, which worked quite well. I don't know why they were walking over to us with like their fingers in the air. Sorry. So that got them over, got their attention. And then Gary's just like, you are going to die if you don't give yourself to God. And I'm like, that's not going to go over very well. And sure enough, okay, they knocked us down, all of us, beat us all up, and they were magically all saved. The end. Okay, yeah, that was pretty. Okay, so that's Gary's story. Can you imagine me out there with a bunch of bikers? Actually, we went to I won't go back into that. Many years ago, we actually went to a biker party. Yeah. Anyway, never again. Stories to tell, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe for some other video, just to get some laughs. What else you got on here? What do you have? Street. Okay, amazing guitar. Yeah. Mike has a story. We all fell down, got hurt. Pretty basic. That's what you get out of Mike. And by the way, we had a picture sent to us from cohorts at work, which was very kind because they're missing us being at work and stuff. And there's a picture of us, and on the top of it, they had, "We miss you." Dan, of course, it was scratched out. And then Gary, "We miss you, Gary." No, there was no Mike. His feelings are a little bit hurt, but he'll get over it. Anyway, they're only human. Gift break. Anyway, okay, so where are we at? Okay, that was Mike's story. So we got page 2 here. And we'll get rid of that one, just throw it out there. Number 2. Oh, again, this, Gary's, I have to admit it, he's been kind of pushing me because I like to say we, because I want to drag them into this too. I've been feeling a little sorry for ourselves. We got hurt, and we got some time off, and we're going more crazy than normal, I guess you might say. Feeling a little bit bummed and down, and Gary's like, well, doesn't this kind of stuff happen? God never said life was going to be perfect. Obviously not. There's going to be times of trials and things, and Gary thinks that maybe we were kind of going through a little testing phase. Who knows? I'm going to get to this stuff. I'm not like Job. No, I'm definitely not like Job. If you know what Job was, he was tested a lot by the devil. He had all the faith in the world with God. And anyway, Job came out good on the end. I wish I had. I'm working on it. We're hopefully Job. Hopefully. Where are we at here, guys? What? How? Okay, so this is how. Okay, so this is basically the story. So this is how not to play basketball, especially at our age of 62. So the true story is had to go up to my niece's house in Milton. Wife was off in Texas visiting her brother for a week or so, and was flying back into Seattle that night. And my niece's husband works there and stuff, and he said, "Well, just come to our house, and I'll pick her up and bring her to the house." So hadn't gotten my nephew's birthday present to him and stuff because we couldn't. Anyway, it was guess of all things, basketball. So what else to do when you kill time waiting for wife to come home from the airport is go out, shoot some hoops with your nephew. I might add, as Gary says, found the perfect unsafe place to play basketball for an old guy. So they live in a cul-de-sac, all cement, of course. Very, we might exaggerate a little bit, very steep grade at my age. Anyway, it is steep. Anyway, I was told that, my niece said, if the ball gets away, don't go chasing after it. It's not worth it. Anyway, we were having a good time. I was just slam dunking, shooting. I know, I'm throwing that in for you to make you feel better. Anyway, I made a few baskets, but in one time the ball got away, started rolling down the hill, so took off after it, got a few steps in, and kind of going faster than I was expecting to. Anyway, then all of a sudden you finally reach that point of like, oh, this is not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. So I could feel the gravity pulling. And anyhow, so I bit it. I managed to turn my head enough. Most of the wounds were all healed, and I looked pretty bad before, pretty bloody. Gary wants me to show off the injuries on the knee and everything. I don't think we really need to do that. Anyway, so I turned my head in my face. My glasses are all mangled up. My brother-in-law fixed them up best he could. They're all scratched up. That's another story coming up here in a moment about my eyeglass appointment. But my face hit the curb, my nose, and I just remember it was like slow motion. It was just like grinding and sliding, and then all of a sudden it got dark and stuff because it was like, the blood and everything. So anyway, I managed to get back up to my niece's yard, and they had a lawn chair out there, and I'm sitting out there, obviously in shock. My nephew goes in and gets her, and my other nephew had been out earlier with some fake blood messing around and stuff. So of course my niece comes out and she sees me, and I think she's like, "Oh yeah, fake blood." And I'm like, "No, it's real. And she got me some paper towel, and I'm sitting there in shock and dabbing things up, and she's just looking at me. I'm like, "Oh, pretty bad." And she's like, she says, "You should just go in the bathroom and take a look in the mirror and get it over with." So anyway, long story short, I kept myself from after I felt like I was going to not pass out anymore. Went in the bathroom and looked in the mirror, and oh my gosh, yeah, it was pretty bad. It was bad. Anyway, but I don't know, my knee was kind of bugging me, and I hadn't really thought much of it yet. But anyhow, so waiting for the wife to get back, and she gets back, and I look at my knee. Yeah, it's banged up, whatever. So anyway, we had to drive back from Milton. And, I should have just went to the doctor, but, being a guy, I guess. I can say three of us because we're all three goofy, too. So three of us, really, we didn't want to go to the hospital. It was hurting really bad. But anyway, I got to get back home. Of course, did a little picture shot and put it up on Facebook. And, oh, yeah, this is what happens when you, shouldn't do playing basketball, whatever. Anyway, the next day, yeah, I needed to go get seen. Went in. Most likely, I'm not sure. First, the doctor thought for sure it was broken, my knee. It's not. Probably now, possibly a torn meniscus. Got to wait for a while to get in to get an MRI. Then I got to wait a while to go in and see the ortho doctor. And anyway, not really enjoying this unplanned vacation, but I am being very thankful. Things could have been a lot worse. Seriously, could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Anyway, so okay, we're gonna step up the pace here, people. We don't want to bore you too much here. What do we have, Lex? Here, God's sense of humor. Yeah, actually, it says God's sense of humor, but I'm kind of thinking God probably got tired of me whining. For quite a while now, I've had issues with my left hand. Should have probably gotten surgery on it and stuff. My left knee also has been bothering me on and off for a long time. Probably should have got it checked. My glasses, I've been whining to myself, and well, my wife will tell you too. Yeah, oh, I need to get my eyes checked. I need to get my eyes checked. Haven't done that forever, and so I guess I'm thinking, Gary. This is Gary. He's like, I kind of have to go along with it though too. God's probably thinking, you've been griping about all this stuff. What a perfect time for you to get it all fixed. So I think he just kind of went, well, poof, gave us an extra little push. Who knows? Anyway, so now, obviously I got this checked, severely sprained, I guess. Surgery on that later maybe. Hopefully get the knee figured out here, not too long. The eyes. So, am I doing okay? Yeah, okay. Left knees bothered me. Did all that. Gary's got all these little notes written down here. Flip it over. Well, he didn't say about flipping it over. 4. Where are we? That's not number 3. Okay. Anyway, so. Okay. So here's 2 stories actually. First one is I have to make my appointment, so I called up Walmart and get the appointment set going. I'm kind of telling the lady what happened. Fell down playing basketball and there. But anyway. Short story. Anyway, so I get over there finally for my appointment, and I'm sitting there in my crutches and everything, and this lady at the desk, she's kind of looking at me, and she's like, did I talk to you the other night? I says, about falling down playing basketball? And she said, yeah. I said, yeah, that's me. So anyway, we got through all that, and I got all done with my eye exam and stuff, and I was picking out my glasses, and the ladies, it was like training this other lady and stuff. Anyhow, they were talking and stuff, and talking about the accident and everything, and then they were kind of like, it came time for me to have to pick out frames. And they said, we have a great selection of sports frames, like playing basketball and stuff. And then they're kind of like, one kind of giggling, she goes, oh, I'm sorry, probably shouldn't have said that. And I'm just like, you know what? I appreciate it a lot. But I said, I will pass on the sports frames. I did get 1 year warranty just in case, but I went with the cheaper frames. And then I had to go to the vet, pick up some medicine for our dog. I hobble into the vet with my crutches and stuff, and the gal was looking at me, and she's like, oh, I can't exactly say that, but she wanted to know how bad the car was, because she thought I was in a car wreck. Feel like it. Anyway, so that's about it. We were just getting bored. We just need to do something. Again, God is good, believe it or not. Again, a lot of fake stuff out there. That's interesting. We've been watching some videos, about people that don't believe in stuff. And I do notice a lot of it does stem around because there are, the so-called Christians, and they're not friendly people. They're out there. And that's where a lot of the people have gotten pushed away. They were raised up that way. It's really sad because God's real. Bet the devil has worked well in putting in those thoughts that, God's not possible, all this horrible stuff. And anyway, but we weren't going to go into all that, a whole bunch. But, Gary has written down here, this is Gary's show. This is Gary's show. I said that anyway. Gary says, hug a grumpy person. It's nice to reach out to, you might want to be careful about just going up and hugging a grumpy person, but you get the gist of it. Be kind to people and stuff. We do have one Gary. Why? I'm not sure. Gary actually has a fan with his music talent and stuff, and he really wanted to do something, but we're really, he sounds bad anyway. I guess it really wouldn't matter. Maybe we'll do a little something later on for our one and only fan. You know who you are. We appreciate you, though. Gary does. Gives him a big head. What was I? Oh, I'm going to go ahead now. I lost my dear friend a while back. I have some stuff here. I got some. This was going to be a different video I was going to do for him, but I figured, what the heck? So his name, just 1 second here, folks. I guess. Okay, we're back here. I had to check on something really quick there. So anyhow, I was talk a little bit about my friend, Mr. Rick Thiel, that passed away from ALS, about a 5-year battle, I think it was, May 8th this year. Anyhow, I think I did a little thing for him before and stuff. Again, I just, I miss the guy. He was a blessing to me and stuff. I got to go hang out with him and stuff. Again, my prayers go out to his family now that are struggling with everything that they have to deal with and stuff. And the fellow that used to take care of him and stuff too, they all went through a lot. But anyway, he's going to be having a celebration of life May 25th, or June. This is June now. June 25th, a Sunday here. So anyway, he was a great man. He had a very corny sense of humor, which I truly loved. Again, we went to high school with him. Weren't really great friends or anything, He got hit. He was a cross country runner. He got hit by a motorcycle and got hurt really bad and stuff. Anyway, years later we ended up working together at McDonald's for quite a few years, and then went our separate ways. And several years later, reconnected. Thank you God. I think there was a reason for that, for the both of us. Anyway, so I had jotted some stuff. He really had a real corny sense of humor. For example, back in the McDonald's days, he would take an empty ice cream cone, just hold an ice cream cone, put an ice cube in it, creamer packet or creamer cup, and say, "What is it?" And of course, it was an ice cream cone. There you go. Dad jokes, whatever way you want to call them. You loved them. I loved them. I ended up torturing my girls with them over all the years, all the different ones. I remember most all of his jokes. In his honor, as I've been reflecting back on the times that I got to spend with him, reflectors, he liked to watch some, as he called them, cinematic masterpieces. Sorry, my friend, they were not, but I'd watch them again with you anytime. Oh man, you guys can look these up on the internet and watch at your own risk. The one that his cinematic masterpieces, and I have to admit, watching those movies, I truly feel that I barely survived through any of them. Huh. There you go, Mr. Rick. He loved that stuff. Anyway, so one of the cinematic masterpieces, and one of the, I think was the worst one that we watched. It was called Robo Geisha. Yeah, I won't go. No, if you're brave enough to look up Robo Geisha, you're a brave person. Sorry, sir. And then, some people probably know Joe's Apartment, the old MTV movie with the cockroaches and stuff. That was tolerable. Yeah. Actually, I have to admit, the one that I liked probably wasn't as bad. It was, Gulliver's Travels. Most people probably do, but this was done Bollywood style. Yeah, I'd never watched a Bollywood movie before. Yeah, interesting. I think one of the last ones, I don't have it written down here. Oh, well, we'll get to that one there. But this one was kind of funny, like 007, This was called Double O We for Your Height Only. And it was this short man out of, I can't remember if he was from Korea or where he was from and stuff, but he was actually quite famous. He's passed away now and stuff, but I swear the guy was like 2 feet tall. And yeah, you'd have to just go watch some of the trailer. He did all of his own stunts, and you can imagine with his height only, his fighting skills, his kicking skills could only pretty much reach one area of the body. Yeah. Crazy stuff. But Mr. Rick loved him. Absolutely loved it. So again, I would watch him anytime again. Anytime. We did watch one. It was this phone. I can't remember. It was Cell 2.0 or something. The story plot was kind of cool though. It was this guy. He loved birds and stuff, and all the birds are being killed slowly by all cell phone towers because they are putting out too much power that they were supposed to. So he devoted his life to try to stop it. Well, long story short, that didn't work. He hangs himself up in a big old tower, cell tower, of course, and then like the bird spirits, they'll come and take him away, and then this is this giant battle between this giant bird spirit thing, and then all the cell phones get taken away out of the whole world, and yeah, it was pretty bizarre. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff that he liked. I'm probably boring you guys to death here. We're bored. We're going stir crazy. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. Mike says, yeah, you guys can just turn them off. We know, or you don't even have to watch it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so we can just go as long as we want. Right? Okay. Anyway, I have a little thing here. I did tell Rick one time. This is because when I first started seeing him, he could actually use his hands somewhat. He was supposed to do hand therapy. They had like clay, stretchy things and stuff like that. Well, I wanted to kind of step it up a notch. So I was over at Walmart, and they had these remote controlled cars, and a horrible thing there called Road Rage, but you could race them around, they'd smack into each other, and there's a little thing where their heads would pop out and stuff. But they wanted $50 for them. Like, I don't have $50, but happened to go over to Goodwill, and sure enough, there was the same set for $9.95, $10, whatever. Took a chance and bought them, put some batteries in them, and they worked great. Anyway, so I went out to Rick's one day, and he couldn't see because he was in his room. So I brought some high-tech hand therapy for you. And he said, what's that? And I said, well, I'll get it set up out in the living room and stuff. He had a wood floor out there, which was perfect. So anyway, he had no idea. So here is one of the little guys. Pretty cool. And anyone want to come over and challenge us, you're more than welcome, because we bought a whole bunch of batteries and stuff and don't have anybody to race with. And you push if you hit the button just right, head pops out. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, so here's the little controller, and it was good. The main reason I got it because of the size of it. It was it would be good for his hands. He could sit there and do stuff. I'm gonna rat on you too, buddy. He was cheating. He was using one hand, putting it in his lap, and pushing this like this and stuff. But at first, he come rolling out in his wheelchair, and he's like, I have him sitting on the floor, and he's like, what's that? It says remote control cars. And I picked up the controller and stuck it in his hand, and he says, I'm 61 years old. I said, so am I. I said, we're gonna have some fun. We did. Shame on us. We did kind of, I'm going to say accidentally, but we did on purpose. We chased his cat Orangey around the house with the controller, with the cars and stuff. Anyway, had a good time. But, seriously, anybody want to have some competition? Need the, maybe de-stress a little bit? What better way to come over here and lose your head? Oh, hold on here. We got him. He's okay. He doesn't look very happy, but trust me, he'd be okay. Put him back in there. Anyway, guess that's about it. Hope we haven't bored you guys too much. Yeah, I just need to do something. Oh, we could do I'm just random doing crazy stuff. Crazy. I'm getting ready for some Nerf wars too here. I know some people out there that got some pretty fancy ones. Yeah, anyway. You know where to come if you want to just get real serious. You know, we got Nerf guns, cars, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, keyboard. We're bored, people. We are so bored. We are so thankful, though. Gary is right. was feeling a little bit down and out. So many things to be grateful for. I have another. What is this? Gary must have snuck this. Pros and cons of the accident. Okay, all right. So, Gary has written down here, cons. Lots of pain. You got that right. What's that, Mike? Oh, Mike says we're kind of wimpy. You want to see, you two, they don't even feel the pain. It doesn't faze them one bit, you know. Actually, I think Gary was probably kind of chuckling when I was picking myself up at that sidewalk. I don't remember. I was probably just in shock. Anyway, another con, loss of work. Yeah, that really does suck. Possible surgery. Hope they can fix this old body again. I got a few more years left I need to work. Pros, right off the top, banana cream pie. I got a visit. We got visits from friends and family, friends from work, dear friends are the one that brought me over the banana cream pie. Amanda Wells, thank you. The pie almost survived for a day and a half, almost. It didn't feel a whole lot of pain. It was okay. I put it out of its misery. What is this? I just, thank you for everybody that's messaged us, all of us, checked in on us, want to know how we're doing, offering help. Makes you appreciate life. All the silly comments on Facebook, which I was hoping for. Yeah, love every bit of it, people. I work with some amazing people. Anyway, hopefully to that one and only Gary fan out there, we'll get something out there for you. We might try later on. I'm going to have quite a few more days here, so we'll see. Anyway, probably bored everybody enough. God bless everybody. Come to church. Come, if you're here in Shelton, come to the Foursquare Church. I missed out the other day because I didn't want to go in with all banged up, and I did watch it online. You can watch it on YouTube. Pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, you ought to come. Sunday, 10 o'clock. Be there. I'm going to try to get myself there this time. God bless everybody. Take care. Give us some ideas of what we can do. We're going nuts. Get some people to subscribe to our channel. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. We need people to expand or whatever. We don't care about making money or nothing. We just want to have some fun, spread the word of God, have maybe hopefully some decent conversations about why some people don't believe and some do. I mean, I obviously don't know everything. I just know what happened to me, and I have no doubt. How exactly get that across to people, I'm still trying to figure out. But man, oh man, it's amazing. God bless everybody. Goodbye. Until next time. Oh my gosh.